Wait, how can a kid get pulled out from his own birthday table while everyone just watches? And there's already a document ready? Who decided this beforehand? And why does it feel planned? Take him away from that seat. The words cut through the birthday music like a knife. 10-year-old Liam Kent freezes mid-smile, cake crumbs still on his fingers as his aunt gestures towards him, like he's in the wrong place, like he doesn't belong at his own party. His mother, Maria Kent, aged 34, feels her stomach drop. This wasn't supposed to happen. Balloons are still floating. Guests are still clapping. But somehow, everything has turned against her son in seconds. Liam is gently but firmly pulled from the main table and guided towards a lonely chair at the edge of the hall. Maria whispers, "What's going on?" No one answers. Instead, her uncle says flatly, "There's no seat for him at the table." That sentence drops heavier than anything she's heard before, because this wasn't confusion. It wasn't an accident. It felt like an agreement. Maria's eyes scanned the room. Her relatives are avoiding her gaze, some even nodding slightly, like this was decided long before she arrived. Then she notices it, a folder on the table marked "Confirmed Arrangements." Before we continue with this video, please like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell for updates. Her hand moves towards it instinctively, but before she can open it, she hears footsteps behind her and a voice she doesn't expect. "You shouldn't be looking at that." Wait, if this was already decided, why hide the clause and reveal it now? That doesn't feel procedural. It feels controlled, like someone needed this moment to happen. Maria turns slowly and sees her own aunt already holding the folder tightly to her chest. Maria didn't hesitate. Her hand shot towards the folder, but Aunt Denise, aged 42, pulled it back instantly, pressing it against her chest, like it contained something dangerous. "Don't make a scene," she said quietly. A strange silence followed. Even the music from the party sounded distant now, like it didn't belong in this moment. Maria's eyes narrowed. Why is my son not at the main table? No one answered directly. Uncle Robert, aged 45, finally stepped forward, adjusting his collar. "It was decided in advance? You were informed." "Informed of what?" Maria snapped. Denise exhaled slowly, as if patient with something she had already rehearsed. "This is not about emotion. It's about structure." Maria turned sharply towards the sitting chart on the table, and there it was. Every child had a name assigned, except Liam. His space was marked in grey, unassigned. Behind them, Liam sat alone, kicking his feet slightly under the chair, trying to understand why no one was singing anymore. Maria's chest tightened. "He's 10 years old?" Denise finally looked at her directly. "Then you should have prepared him for his family." Maria took one step closer again, but Denise suddenly opened a small sealed envelope hidden inside the folder and whispered, "You were never meant to see this cloud." The envelope opens slowly. The envelope slowly opens, revealing a stamped legal document with Liam's name crossed out in red ink. Crossed out? What does that mean? Maria's voice dropped, but her control was slipping, and Denise didn't answer immediately. Instead, she folded the document halfway, shielding it like it was an evidence in a trial already underway. Then she said it, calm, precise, almost rehearsed. "It means he no longer qualifies under the arrangement." Maria blinked. "Arrangement?" "This is a birthday party." But Robert stepped in now, voice lower. "It's not just a party, Maria. It's an execution of terms." That word hit harder than anything else. Maria turned sharply. "Terms of what?" Denise finally exhaled. "A family trust, long-standing, conditional." The room suddenly felt different. Guests weren't just watching anymore. They were listening. Some were uncomfortable. Others looked like they already knew. Maria moved towards Liam instinctively, but one relative blocked her path. He can stay where he is, the relative muttered. Maria froze. That was the turning point. She slowly looked back at the document again and noticed something she missed earlier. Multiple signatures already confirmed, except one line marked empty, her signature. Denise noticed her realization immediately and softly said, "That's why we needed you not to interfere." Maria's breath caught because now she understood. This wasn't decided in front of her. It was only being reviewed in front of her. Denise turns the document around, and Maria sees the clause that explains what happens when a beneficiary is formally excluded. Maria stared at the clause, her eyes scanning faster than her mind could process. Formal exclusion triggers immediate reassessment of assigned rights. She read under the breath. Her stomach tightened. "This isn't about sitting," she said slowly. "This is about assets." Silence. For the first time, Denise looked unsettled. Robert stepped closer, trying to regain control. It wasn't meant to be handled quietly. Maria let out a short laugh. No humor in it. "You pulled my son from a birthday table." Quietly. Liam, still sitting alone across the room, looked towards his mother, sensing the shift even if he didn't understand it. Maria turned back to the document, and then she saw it. A final line. Exclusion must be acknowledged in the real time by all guardians present to activate clause. Her eyes lifted. Slowly, deliberately. "You activated nothing," she said. Dennis frowned. "What are you talking about?" Maria stepped forward now, voice steadier than before. "You assumed silence meant consent." A pause. Then Maria pulled her phone from her pocket and pressed record. "I never approved this." The room froze. As the recording light turned red, Robert suddenly reaches for the phone, just as Maria adds one final sentence. Robert's hand freezes mid-air as Maria holds the phone steady. Her voice is calm now. Too calm. "I never approved this," she repeats clearly, ensuring every word is captured. The room shifts instantly. Guests who were previously silent start murmuring. Someone whispers, "So it's not official." Denise looks at the document again, panic breaking through her composure for the first time. The clause was real but incomplete, without Maria's acknowledgement, and she had never given it. Robert slowly steps back, realizing the mistake. "We thought your silence meant agreement." Maria shakes her head. "You didn't think, you assumed." The legal meaning becomes undeniable. Without all guardians acknowledging the exclusion in real time, the clause never activates. Everything they did was theoretically powerful but legally empty. The tension drains from the room like air leaving a sealed container. Maria walks to Liam and kneels in front of him. "You didn't do anything wrong," she says softly. Liam's eyes fill with confusion and relief as she gently takes his hand. Denise and Robert begin arguing quietly, blame shifting, reputations cracking in real time. Guests start leaving, unsettled by what they witnessed. The next morning, legal confirmation arrives. The exclusion attempt is invalid. The trust remains intact, and Maria retains full control. Maria sits with Liam at breakfast. No chaos, no tension, just warmth. For the first time that night, Liam smiles properly, and Maria finally exhales, knowing nothing about her son's place in the world can be taken away like that again. If something like this can be set up quietly, almost finalized, without a parent knowing, how many other decisions like that are already in motion around people who think everything is normal?